Hello, I just wanted to go over Draw again and how important it is to teach students that are visual learners in Nearpod using Draw, and then also to teach students in Nearpod using poll questions. Also, I want to add that when I'm going over this, visual aids are a must. So you take your story and you put it in Nearpod, slide by slide, which is perfect because every picture will appear above the slide if you do it correctly. I'll make a video of how you can do that too. And then they can look up and see the visual representation of the words in details. Let's say three things they're going to be learning is they're going to be learning what plants do in order to how plants use food in order to grow. And the one thing they need is water. So you have a picture above of a plant using water, either rain or there's various ways that plants can get water in a house and different environments. You show these. The second thing is air. It's carbon dioxide, but for special ed and for general ed students, you want to stick with simplified vocabulary. So you don't want to use vocabulary that is, too advanced. So air, you would show a picture, various, either way you want to do it. I would use various pictures in order to show the steps. First one being water. In order for plants to need water to make food. Next thing would be air. And then the third one would be sunlight. And you'd have pictures above each paragraph, each reading passage. You'd have each reading passage followed by poll questions. The poll questions are going to be aligned with the learning objective, which the learning objective we're going over is how plants make food. They use three different things to make food: water, air, and sunlight. So the first poll question would be, let's say, A or B, if the students are low level. It doesn't matter, general ed or special ed. If they're low level students, keep it with two, A or B. If they're more advanced students, use A, B, or C options. If they're very advanced students, use A, B, C, or D options and make the questions longer and make the options more complicated, give them more words. So that's the first thing, and that's crucial. And then the second thing you want to do is you as the teacher want to go through the slides first and give them examples. You want to model it for them. So you'd say, okay, look at the picture, you'd read the passage, you'd point out the picture, and you'd point out where the plant is getting water. The second slide would be another slide about water, and the students would be able to follow your example, followed by the poll question for the appropriate level, followed by maybe another poll question, both poll questions about the learning objective of what plants use in order to create food. Then you would incorporate drought. That would be another technique after the poll questions and the visual aids and the teacher modeling. You'd use drought, and the drought is the key. That's the special spice, because with the drought you get to use other students in a whole group setting. They can create the examples, which is something really extraordinary. It's pretty cool. I love using drought. I'd say, hey, look at so and so's, this student's drawing. He found the evidence. He found the part in the words, he underlined it where it said that the plant is getting water from the rain. And then you could see it in the picture. Also, it's repeated in the poll question. Just you keep repeating the same thing in different ways. You don't keep anything too strict or structured for them. That is a great way in order for them to learn, for any type of learners. It could be special education or general education learners. You don't want to, you want to give them options and allow them to have their own brand of learning. They can either, in drought, they could circle or underline. I'll come out with some more videos, but to make it a little bit less wordy, but you get the point. It's some amazing tools you can use using technology that's available for virtual long distance learners in Zoom, or you could do it in Google. It doesn't matter, either or.